Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is a first-person shooter video game developed by Infinity Ward for the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 video game consoles, and the Microsoft Windows operating systems. It is the sixth installment of the Call of Duty series. The game was released worldwide on November 10, 2009. Modern Warfare 2 has received highly positive reviews from various gaming websites, attaining a 94% approval rating, with praise stemming primarily from its in-depth multiplayer component. It sold nearly 5 million copies worldwide in its first 24 hours, and 14 million copies in just 4 months, placing it in the top 3 games ever made. For our project, we wanted to find out what aspects of this game made it so popular, and why a specific demographic consisting of mainly males make up its fan base.
The gamer tag is your sole identity on Xbox Live. First impressions about gamers are made based upon their gamer tag. Being able to understand why a person chose their name can give great insight to who that person truly is. Many people choose their name that represents who they are, while others choose something more humorous instead. The stories behind how each person chose their gamer tag is unique to that individual.
My gamer tag is Pyrotechnician 9. I guess I've always been a fan of like fire and stuff like that, so I just thought it was kind of fitting. I don't know where the 9 came from. It was stupid. It's cool.
When I first started out, my name was Mafia Lord, and we started a clan, and it was called Platinum Mafia, but it didn't ever get very far. And then, as a few years went by, I found a group of guys that I played with that played a lot like me, and we started a clan and got a Game Battles account and played in tournaments online and stuff. And their names when I first joined them were Rough, Hard, and then I changed my name to Heavy, and then now we have Stiff and Deep, and there are quite a few of us. So it's got along, the meanings kind of changed a little bit from what it was, but the general point of where our names came from are pretty much all still related.
My gamer tag is MU Jungle Cat, and I chose that because me and a few friends decided to make our gamer tags a little more Mizzou oriented since we were all coming up here. So that's where the MU came from, and the cat because we're tigers, and then we all picked a different like special name for a cat. So I picked Jungle Cat off of The Hangover. And then, like, one of my friends is Kitty Cat, the other one's Putty Cat, so.
My gamer tag is Chubbs. I got that back in junior high. A couple of my friends gave me that nickname because I was pretty chubby back in junior high. And, I don't know, my friends started playing Xbox, and I went over to his house one day, and the three of us already had profiles made. There was Night Stalker and the Violator, and then I opened up mine, and there's Chubbs. And at first I really didn't like it too much, but then as the years went, it just kind of grew on me, and it kind of became like my identity anytime I played a video game, and I use that on my own Xbox now. So.
Gamertag is the Violator. When he was young, he read comic books, and one of his favorite comic books had a villain named the Violator, and Dustin likes to be the villain type character when he plays and just do anything he can to make everybody else mad. My gamertag originally was Night Stalker. I chose that because it fit with the Violator, and we made a good team playing like Halo and Call of Duty. When I joined Xbox Live on my own Xbox, Night Stalker was already taken, so I chose Shotgun Sergeant because I really enjoy shooting games and army games, and the shotgun's one of my favorite weapons.
My gamer tag is Dixienormous, and not really much of a story behind it. When me and one of my friends were at work one day, something spurred a conversation about names that sounded funny. Dixienormous kind of came up in the conversation. When I got an Xbox, that's what my name became.
Well, ever since I was like, I don't know, around 6 or 7, my parents just gave me one of the first systems, and I was just playing since then. I've been hooked ever since.
When I was younger, my aunt owned a video store, and we would go up there and we'd stay after school some. And she had an arcade in the front lobby, and we'd go and we'd play in the arcade quite a bit. So I think that's where I got my start in video games. Saturday mornings we would wake up and we would all play Mario on the Super Nintendo. So as the new systems and the new consoles come out, I've just I've been drawn towards one of them, and then I kind of get involved in that until something new comes out. So I think it all started back, with my family and playing then, and then as time went on, my friends they started playing, and so I think we just all picked it up because we all had it. So
I think mostly because of my older brother Patrick, and then all of my friends back whenever I was younger all liked video games a lot and played them, so they kind of got me started on them.
I got into video games by my cousins had video game consoles, and I would go over and play Nintendo with them, and then my friends started getting video game consoles too, and so I started going over to their houses and playing. And really, how I got my first video game console was, I asked for it for Christmas because video game consoles came out when we were young, so it was pretty much like the new must-have toy, and so kids got started playing video games at a young age, and that's pretty much it.
Well, my brothers have always had one, and then I used to watch them play when I was little. Then when I was old enough to play, I guess I was already addicted to it before I even played it.
Oh, that's cool.
Does it look challenging and fun?
I got into gaming mostly because I thought it was fun. A lot of my friends started getting into gaming. That kind of chose what console I took up. Like, starting off, a lot of my friends had Nintendo 64, so I got that. And then as we got older, new consoles came out. We went to the Xbox, and now the Xbox 360. We've played a lot of shooting type games, mostly Call of Duty, and it's probably the most popular one right now, and it's the one we play the most often, is Call of Duty.
The average gamer usually begins playing video games because a family member or friend played them first. Many people use Call of Duty through Xbox Live to stay in touch with friends and family that they are not able to physically go see. The online multiplayer of Call of Duty allows gamers from all around the world to meet for one common purpose without ever leaving their home. A large number of gamers have played since they were kids and just update their systems when new game types emerge.